I feel like we need to open the bottle now.
Okay. Let's open it.
Let's start it.
Now,
There's too much shit around here.
with you being our bourbon club hostess,
Yes.
opening bottles is a common thing.
All day long.
All day long.
I didn't want the honors today.
You didn't?
No. I'm gonna...
We just had a meeting not long ago, so there's plenty of new bottles you opened up.
There was a lot of
Shelley.
bottles.
Give me your glass.
I gotta lift the glass? I gotta do work?
I don't want to spill.
Kidding me? What kind of podcast is this? Just kidding.
See, I'm
We
already
need
spilling
robots.
stuff.
We're saving up for robots.
We'll soon have that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It'll be AI.
He's not robot enough.
I'm half Android.
Yeah.
You think you are. I don't know, the other day you didn't look like it when you were running.
Oh no? Look normal?
No,
Look natural?
you look gassed.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah. You didn't look robotic. You look more like a
This sun has just,
limp.
it has killed my progress.
It's okay. It's 99 today.
I meet a lot of people. I ask them at the gym, I go, do you even walk here? Oh no, I would never walk here. And I'm like, well, at least I
drive
ran
to
here.
the gym.
At least I
And then
ran
you
here
went
and
back.
ran back.
That's right.
I went above walking. I might have died.
You spritz yourself with water in the bathroom,
Dude.
To look
Well,
like
that's what
you
he was
actually worked
doing.
out.
He was like, spritzing himself, just trying to keep it together.
She sees me on the beginning of the run on the back side of the neighborhood. 2 hours later, I'm at the front side of the neighborhood, drenched, and they see me again. I go, what
Yeah,
are you
but
guys
did
doing,
drive your
circles?
did you drive your car there?
I ran.
So
Listen.
You run for 10 minutes. Shelley sees you.
No, I ran
and
for
then
an
you drive
hour.
your car to the front to look like you ran.
Look
that
like
far.
he ran. He ain't running.
She finds
he
me-
ain't running. He's like,
She finds me when I'm fresh, and she finds me when I'm almost dead.
whatever.
And I'm like,
He
what are you
looked
guys driving in circles?
He was driving. I was driving in circles. No, I wasn't driving in circles. Lee was trying to find out where he was going. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I mean?
that's why I stay in a circle.
Yeah.
I can't get lost here.
That's right.
Cool.
Don't
That's
make me
right.
turn into the middle of the neighborhood.
We have to
The inner twine.
screenshot the neighborhood for Lee on his phone and
Yeah.
draw a red line.
Yeah,
So
breadcrumbs.
like he looks at it whenever he gets lost, and
Yeah.
it's a complete circle, so it'll
Yes.
take him back home
In
regardless.
one way or another.
but
I could crawl there.
without that, he's
Home.
I'll crawl.
Or does Erica give the sign? Caca, caca.
If she was home. We don't have Nextel. She couldn't Nextel me like too far away.
All right, what do we got today? I'm
All right.
here
You're here.
to bless you with my presence.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'm
With
blessing
your
anybody.
expert palate and experience.
I don't know
in
about
the bourbon
expert, but
world,
I'm a woman's palate, which
That's what you need.
so far we've only had half a woman's palate.
Right.
So
I know. I think Lee shaves more than me, so he might be more woman than me.
the only hair on that guy's body is his eyebrows.
And Hannah takes care of those for me.
don't have a Hannah.
I don't take care of those.
I don't.
So dude, what do we got?
All right, what
All
do we
right,
got?
So Stellum. This is a product from a famous company that we're kind of aware of them doing these blends. They're Barrell Craft Spirits. They have done this seagrass, which is to die for. It's a rye, though. They've been very successful with all their complex blends, and they decided to do their own straight bourbon. And this came out cask strength, from what I understand, at 114. It's written small on the top. See it? The top, and the little, no, on the top below the
Oh, it's gone.
Stellum. No, here. Does it say things like that there?
You got your readers on?
No.
Come on,
It doesn't
man.
say the percentage. It just said cast.
Now down, then the bottom. That
Oh yeah,
Cryptic.
114.98.
they really wanted you to just notice Stellum Bourbon on the shelf when it was there and nothing else. But that's their baby. So from what we have found out is it is a blend of 3 Indiana bourbons, okay, that are MGP.
What does Indiana know about bourbon?
I don't know.
Let's talk about that.
They went with 2 high rise and 1 being almost exclusively corn. So this is majority Indiana, but then they add some older barrels that are allegedly around 9 years old. This Indiana stuff's like 5. And then they add some Kentucky at 9 and some Tennessee, and they blend them in. So you have Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And what they do is they have this. They always like to. They're known for their consistency. This is not something where you expect, oh, the next bottle is going to be different. Next year is going to be different. No, they like consistency. They're known for that. They want the seagrass because it's not cheap. They want it to taste the same. They want this to taste the same. And this, what we found out was it's not like, this is like their Toyota, right? And this is their Scion. I got that from a blog. It's people in the beginning, when they heard about this concept of Stellum from them, they thought it was going to be like, oh, we're going up to like a Lexus. No, it was, this is the higher end. Let's make something
That's
affordable,
lower.
not cheap, affordable, but consistent.
Okay.
So it's not going to be something to surprise you. If you like it now, you're supposed to like it next year and the year after that. Mm-hmm. That's
All
what
right.
they say.
And
Do
it's
we
a
know the price on the bottle?
Yeah, this was 50-ish. I think.
pretty easy to get, or where'd you get it?
Yeah. It is easy to get. I can't remember where I got this from, Total Wine or Sarasota Wine.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not some allocated difficult, because I mean that's the whole thing. These guys, you can find almost all these Barrell Craft Spirits anywhere. They win a lot of awards too. These guys, even though they're blenders and stuff and don't have their own, barrels per se and distilling, but they look at the awards. I mean, this one alone has won a lot of awards.
So some San Fran Award, Ultimate Spirits, Ascot. All right. LA, New York, a lot of California. A lot of
And
California
this
there.
blending thing is getting popular.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it should be because it's kind of hard to get bourbon, number
Right.
one.
Right.
Been there, seen it. It's a big process, So when you see it and you see the rick houses, I mean, these things are expensive.
Yeah.
They're very put together. I mean, there's a ton of investments that have
Right.
happened, So,
And they're a lot bigger than I thought. Like, we just went to Kentucky a couple months ago, and the rick houses, they have like 7, 8, 9, 10 on scene. They're huge. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a theme park. I had no
Yeah.
idea they were that big.
yeah,
But-
they are. They're very ginormous, for sure.
You want to see what the nose is on
Yeah.
this?
For sure. Let's get down to the...
show.
Smells delicious.
It does.
Smells sweet.
It does smell sweet.
After we work on this, I could tell you what Barrel says it's supposed to smell like.
Feeling like some vanillas.
Definitely some vanilla, caramel.
Ooh, I just got a nose hair burn. Did anybody else when you
Yeah,
sniffed
it's
too hard?
114, and we didn't let it sit.
Ooh.
This just got open. I mean, we
Yeah.
didn't even get to let this thing sit for a
This
second.
thing is hot.
It's not hot as that one you had at the club the other night with 140.
That single barrel 140.
Wow.
About, it was a lot. That was a lot. There was a
That-
lot going on in here.
Yeah.
And then once it like settled in, that was a lot.
Yeah, but
I-
slapping an ice cube on that thing.
Had to.
Had to.
It wasn't good until then, really.
It was not.
You want to go into the tasting?
I feel like there's some toasty.
And we'll discuss the notes later?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready to taste this thing?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Ooh,
Hot with flavor.
Jesus.
Yeah, it definitely.
It's like hot caramel.
Yeah, it definitely. It's like a hot toasted caramel, maybe.
Hot vanilla.
Makes the back of your mouth water.
I like it.
So it totally hit my tongue and it was like, whoop. And then all of a sudden, once I swallowed it, it just got really hot all the way down my throat.
Was it to the point where you almost had a reaction?
It almost felt like a fireball, like a fireball shot.
Really?
I agree. I agree with that.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, yeah. I hate Fireball, but yes, I do agree with the. With
Is that
the
what it feels like?
Feeling like Fireball going down your throat.
Yeah.
The cinnamon? I do like it a lot.
It's spicy. That's for sure. There's a lot of spice going on in here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it would taste watered down or you know. I like
do
the
that
taste
too.
of it. I agree with it being very spicy
Oh, it's straight spicy.
and hot. So there's a bunch of legs on this
Hot
thing.
and spicy.
How long is the finish lasting?
It's done.
It's gone?
Yeah.
I feel like it finishes pretty fast.
It's
Really?
very fast.
It's like burn hot and then
Yeah.
it goes off.
Correct. Yes, I would agree. Burn, hot, burning down, cool off.
Agree.
Maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah. It is on the spicier side.
I think it would be great if you had a toothache.
Numb you, numb your brain, numb your gums.
I think what else do you use bourbon for? Like just regular ailments, you know, like why use aspirin
Right?
or leave, you know?
When you have bourbon.
Yeah, they have a whole collection of bourbon. Like
I love the smell of it. The
Oh, it
smell
smells
is
great.
amazing.
It has multiple aspects on the palate. As soon as it hits your tongue, you get something different on the front, the sides, the back.
What does it say that we're supposed to smell?
All
that
right.
We're supposed to taste.
On the nose, clove and allspice, supported by creamy macadamia nuts and light tobacco.
So,
do
with
you
that
think?
being said, a macadamia nut.
Right. Think about that. Then I get that when you think about it. The first numb hit is that macadamia.
Have you ever gone to a macadamia nut tree in Hawaii? I know you've been to Hawaii.
I just buy them in the bag. I've never been to. I don't know. I might have been near a tree. I wouldn't even know it.
So those things are
jungles
a
are
pain,
pretty busy. I
They're
don't
a
know.
pain in the ass to get open.
Really?
So there's this big nut, and then you have to crack the nut to get to the macadamia nut.
And there's only one little one inside?
There's a little
Is that why
peanut.
they're so
That's
expensive?
it?
That's why they're so expensive, because it takes so long to get to the
man.
goddamn nut. Like,
Holy smokes. I didn't know that.
they're terrible. It's terrible to get to. So that's why
That's why they're expensive.
you're spending a lot of money for the Mauna Loas that come in.
Oh, I love those.
I know. They're.
I love those.
But the tree,
Dude,
it's
how come you never bring any back? Like you go to Hawaii.
I do. I bring them back.
because he
I
brings
eat
back
'em
the
all.
finished nuts. He
I
doesn't.
eat them all.
What kind of friend?
Zero.
I'll
of
bring you
friend?
some Mauna Loas next time.
This is the first. I've known this guy for how long, and this is the first time I've ever found out that this guy brings nuts back from Hawaii that I've
Not
never
for
tasted.
you. Not for you.
no,
because
I
by the
am.
time he gets back, the nuts are gone.
Your
I've
nuts
got
aren't
some-
good enough for me.
I've got some chocolate covered nuts in
No
the
nuts.
closet.
No nuts for you.
Got some the sweeter nuts in the closet. You can have them.
You're a sweet nut, all right. So going back, so macadamia nuts.
Yeah. Supported by the creamy macadamia nuts and light tobacco. And then it says, as it opens up on the nose, there's aromas of honeysuckle, green apple, nectarine, rounded by toasted rye and oak. Quite the nose combination, huh?
I don't
get all of that.
I don't get all
is
that.
a-
I
that's a
totally.
Swiss Army
I get the
knife.
spice. I feel the spice.
Get the allspice.
It's almost like a very much of an apple pie fall feel.
Yeah, I can see the apple.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's the Swiss Army of all nosing. So on the palate, well, it's interesting that you do talk about the tip of your tongue is met with vanilla, marshmallow, and cotton candy.
There's no.
I don't know about the cotton candy.
the cotton candy. I love cotton candy. A lot of strippers smell like cotton candy.
Yes.
I don't know if I've
A lot of
ever
glitter.
tasted cotton.
There's no
candy
glitter in here.
there.
Luckily,
There's no glitter with
luckily
this
there's no
cotton
glitter in
candy.
here. Luckily, there's no glitter.
I've never tasted cotton candy in bourbon.
You're
And I
saying
don't-
it's there. Do you see it?
I don't see it or taste it.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't even hear it. I don't like.
Do you have glitter?
No,
Is there
I don't
glitter?
think-
Good, no glitter.
No glitter.
Then
No.
they're saying this thing transforms into a revealing spicy note of black pepper, cayenne pepper, and cinnamon baked apples.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bam.
Boom. She was right.
Boom.
Look at that.
And this is why you invited me.
Correct.
All the tastings that she's done pay off.
We've had all of them wrong for the last 7 episodes.
Because you haven't had a woman here to tell you.
See,
That's the problem.
women are always right.
That's
Always.
right.
But I do like it a lot. I agree
I
that
like
it's
it a
very
lot.
spicy. Like I'm still getting like down here in
Oh,
the bottom of your throat. Like I still have the spice. Like it's lingering there.
yeah. So my tongue radiated out through. Once you swallow it, you feel it going all the way down. And then now I feel it right here. It's right here. So I can still feel it.
I feel like mine spice is sitting here.
You must
Right in the
not
bottom of my
digest
throat.
as fast as I do. Then.
I could have acid reflux. I don't know. I don't know.
I think he has a little Glencairn stuck in his neck.
Maybe, yeah.
And it just fills right there.
What about you, Big Hoss?
I don't know. It feels pretty balanced. I like it. And in the finish, I'll have the finish here because I do feel a little. My finish lasted longer than you guys. I don't know what's up, but they're saying candied ginger and more black pepper, fading into a syrupy sweet honey.
I can see the syrup.
Maple, like a
Yeah.
maple syrup. Yeah.
Fading into a maple.
Fading. But when you drink or have like apple pie or something
Yeah.
of that nature, like the spice of it,
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to get that nice,
Right.
like sugary, sweet kind of taste anyway.
I feel like that's how they compare all those flavors in the taste, the nose, and the finish. Like they're very similar flavors and notes that you'll get comparatively. Like,
All right.
But can you guys agree, like, as many flavors as going on, it almost, you think it's thick. Doesn't it almost feel thick?
It does feel thick. You
Right?
know what would be really good is to put like a pinch of this maybe in like an apple pie of some sort,
Ooh.
right?
I've never cooked with bourbon
Cooked
before.
with bourbon.
Have you?
I mean, in like meats and things like
Yeah.
that. Like you
Just
can
tender-
Like
Tenderizing.
desserts or anything?
No, I've never done it with a dessert, but I would be interested in using this maybe in a homemade apple
Mm-hmm.
pie.
Well, you want to add a little more to me, and then I'll do the water. You need
Yeah.
any more?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna cut mine with water next.
That is 0 total dissolved solids in it. It has nothing. It's a 0 filter. 0. 0, 0, 0. 0 water.
Whatever that means.
0.
For those of
we
you
don't
who are
pretend to know
listening
what
to
it
this
means.
podcast, we are from Florida.
So if you
We have the worst water ever.
if you check total dissolved solids out of your sink, it's about like a 160 for us with our water. And then even out of the refrigerator with that filter, it only takes it down to like a 140. This is 0.
Mine probably has 2000s. I have well water.
No, yours, I had well water, and it is so off the charts. You're right.
I love well
yeah,
water.
That the
2000.
meter, the tester, can't even read.
Yeah, you're 100%
It's so-
right. I'm
it's
probably
ins-
going to die
it was-
earlier.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Dude, that well water I had in the city, it almost killed my dog. I didn't know he couldn't have that.
Whatever. Your dog is bougie, like you.
No, that's my Doberman.
Well, he died.
He wasn't bougie yet. This one's bougie.
Listen, people live a long time down in Florida, so it's got to be something with the water. Not everybody has a system like you.
Or the sun. I don't know.
Sun
Sunshine.
is a good thing
Well,
for
it's the vitamin D.
you. Why does everybody want to move here?
I mean, I moved here, so
Right. I think everybody that's born in Ohio and Michigan, they wake up and then they learn how to talk. And
Is
Well,
it a
because it's on the
certain age, or-
it's on
No,
the
they
75, 85 corridor. That's what it is. They come
everybody
right on
just-
down.
Don't you all just like, as you're growing up, say, I'm moving to Florida?
Okay, first of all, don't put a y'all, because I am from the East Coast, and I should have settled on the East Coast of Florida.
Why
This
didn't
is-
you?
It's pretty much
What happened?
Easty.
Because they're angry Easterners over there. They're very angry.
And you want to be on them?
No, I don't want to be a part of
that's
that.
why she's here.
That's
I don't
why
want
you
to be a part
avoided
of the
them.
angry.
She's on the west
That's why
side.
you avoided them.
I'm on the West Coast is the best coast side.
She's on the
True.
west coast.
I took the 4 over, the I-4 down.
I hate I-4. It's the worst thing about
It's terrible.
Florida.
But everybody loves it because Disney's on it.
With the water,
The smell's still
added,
there.
you can. I feel like it knocks down the nose as well. Like I smell
Oh, yeah.
a lot more caramel.
My nose didn't burn. It did not burn my nose hairs. Nose hairs.
No hose hairs.
No hose hairs.
They're saying the water allows for a sweet cinnamon streusel to come out.
So there you go.
Maybe not streusel.
No
but it's
streusel.
definitely sweeter.
Yeah. So I feel like
Cinnamon, yes.
okay, so I will say this. I feel
it is
like
better.
it's peppery more. I do taste that in the background.
Oh, I think it's better.
Like once
lot
I think
better.
it's totally a lot better.
Oh,
I think
man.
it's changed it like
It
almost a 180.
one-
This
180.
This is really good.
It didn't burn.
No.
At all.
No, not at all. It's just sweet. And
Yeah.
tasteful.
It's sweet and
You can-
tasteful.
It's almost
you can
thicker.
taste.
Feels almost thicker.
What is with you and
So much
thicker?
I know. Like
Flavor.
what's
You
up?
thought it was thicker before.
Thick flavor.
Before it was thicker.
Like a thick flavor.
You thought it was thicker before it was thicker.
Now it's thicker with more flavor.
It ain't thicker. You're smoking something.
thick with 2 C's.
Yes. In a Z.
Thick Z.
Man.
What is the cyborg in you taste?
It's still picking up the total dissolved solids. Like I gotta watch those things. It'll throw me off.
Yeah. So so I definitely think it's better with the water.
Yeah. I think it
1000%.
changes it 100%. Like it's
It doesn't burn.
No, not at all. It's like
Smooth.
yeah, like it knocks the proof down like a crap ton.
It has like a little tingle on the back of, instead of the front of the tongue, it's on the side of the tongue. And then once you swallow, it gives just a slight, you feel like the aftertaste going down.
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
It's not a hot aftertaste anymore.
No.
It's warm. And in the beginning, I had it on the sides of my tongue, and I still do. It's just knocked down a lot.
Correct.
I like it a
It's
lot
like
more.
warm instead of
Yeah.
spicy.
However, now that I'm talking, it's now a little hotter, almost like a red hot. You know those little red hots
So
for
pepper
Halloween?
or cinnamon?
I think it's
Hot cinnamon.
I think it's like a hot cinnamon with a lace of pepper.
Because I'm not getting much of the pepper. I'm getting hot cinnamon.
I'm not getting the macadamia nut thing anymore.
There's no nuts.
No, the cream. That's why I say.
Lee ate all the nuts.
I think that's where the thickness is coming from with me. Is that thick, creamy macadamia?
Thick.
Does this remind you of anything? Because you got quite the collection. So anything. First thing you think it's like. It's pretty.
I mean,
unique.
my all-time favorite is, don't judge, but it's, the Long Branch.
We
That's,
like it too.
I do like the Long Branch a lot.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like Long Branch.
It's smooth.
Yeah, we had
It's-
a good time with Long Branch.
Yeah. Even though it's wild turkey, right?
You don't like wild turkey?
I mean, I like
Oh, they're
wild.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like wild turkey, but a
Yeah.
lot of people put like this.
Oh, there's a stigma related to it, but they're amazing company.
correct.
You know McConaughey's not with them anymore?
No. Yeah, we got their last bottle.
All right.
Hey, all right. Like,
We got
I'm
a
very
bottle.
sad about this because
Yeah.
there was a piece of it that I could taste his like little sweat drops in it. It
You think that's
tasted
the thing? You
amazing.
think
He's
he
an awesome actor.
You think he was outside working out or whatever he does outside? I don't know. Maybe like
He works
Lincoln
outside.
commercials.
He's outside.
Whatever he does
He's busy.
outside.
Yeah, he does a lot
after
of
he's
stuff.
done with the Lincoln
He wrings his
commercial,
shirt
he
out.
wrings his wife beater out
It has to.
into the
Listen,
Long Branch.
I thought that's on the label.
He could wring it out. I would lick it and I would take it all in because he's one
Oh, he's quite the
cool
actor.
drink of water.
Yep.
We actually were able to get a bottle with his name on it before.
Yeah.
No.
So we got the last. Yeah, we both got one each.
All right.
You have one?
Now they're all off. All the bottles.
I don't think I do.
Now the name's off.
No, I don't.
Have you been to Wild Turkey?
No, I have not been to
Have you
Wild
seen it?
Turkey. I have not seen Wild Turkey. I've seen Jack Daniels, Willet, Bardstown. There's one more. I'm trying to think. In our Kentucky bourbon tour, there was one more. Yeah, they're the ones that I've seen.
Yeah,
Gorgeous. All of them are very different.
Yes.
Like you have the small town, like the Willet one. Willet was so stinking cute. You roll up and it's a little barn like looking thing and you kind of look around where, it gives like a family feel. But then Bardstown is very much industrial looking. You pull up, it's a huge campus
Yeah.
of just rick houses. One rick house after
Heaven
another.
Hill was the same way.
Oh yeah, Heaven Hill's the other one that I
Yeah,
went
it's
to.
like very commercialized and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
It was. Heaven Hills
so
was a
Jim Beam. Jim Beam was very like Disney commercialized, like all the things you could see, like they had waterfall and you go into that first section of things where they explain how each part of the process goes, and it was like you're on a ride at Disney, pretty much. But we went to Wild Turkey, but they were closing the day we went, so we could only see the outside, and it was cool. I wish that we could have went and bought some stuff there, but
No,
like up
we didn't
on
make
this
it to
hill.
that one.
like you go over a bridge and it's like up on this hill that overlooks everything. It's
Oh,
pretty cool.
really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get to see that. It was a nice trip. We'll go back.
So this last trip,
Yeah,
you came back with
a 2023 Corvette. Yeah, that was the whole premise. We went a year before and visited the Corvette Museum and went on like a little distillery tour. And I said to my husband, we need to do this again. I think I want to buy a car. So, of course, he co-signed on it, which was nice. He's like, all right, Shelley, you fine. But there was, there was this piece of the puzzle where we had to like, I'm into Turo and renting and things like that. So I have a couple different businesses, and that was the premise for starting this is that, I was going to buy the car, we were going to rent it out, but then speed up took me a year and a couple months to get it.
On a list or something like that?
I went on a list in December of 2021, and I got called January 2022. What year am I in? 2023.
We're almost done.
Yeah, that's right. I went on the list on December 2021 and got the car. 2022, and then 1 year later, 2023, I got the call in January, and then it was done in March. But then I couldn't get there till May. So we did like a nice trip through Bardstown, which is
cool.
where picked up the car at the dealer at the museum, the Corvette Museum, did that whole big thing, which was amazing. If anybody gets a chance to do that, it was so much fun.
Did you drive it back?
Yeah, they did, but how does that? I mean, don't you wonder, like, how does that work? So how does it not go to a dealership? So it shows up at the museum.
So there's
and
an
it's badged, right? It's badged with your name.
Correct. So everything is done. Yeah. So you buy it through a dealership, and then you have an option to have it delivered at the museum.
Oh.
And then they coordinate, or technically I coordinate with the museum to have it delivered.
Oh.
So once your car is made, once they start production of your car, it takes like a couple of days for it to be made, and then that's it.
It's crazy.
And then they have to put it through quality control to make sure that everything's okay. Basically, it ends up being like a 3 or 4 week process before you really kind of nail down a date. So we were supposed to get it in March, and then there was a quality control problem, which was fine. And then we were creeping up on spring break, which was April.
Yeah.
And I ended up pushing it to May. So we picked it up in the beginning of May. And it was awesome. Like, they take you through everything. They let you, they give you like a whole tutorial of it, which is great because it's a lot of buttons inside.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure. It's like a spaceship, probably.
Yeah, it's a straight spaceship. And then you drive it off of the museum floor, and then away we went.
So did they like put almost like theater? Did they like kind of keep it?
There
like,
were stanchions around it
for a whole month, right? Or
no.
It was
So when your car is done, they kind of put in like a holding pattern, and then like a day before they like clean it and
So it doesn't sit. It's display for a month.
No, it does not. No,
Gotcha.
There's 2 deliveries each day. So you have the morning, and then you have the afternoon.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it kind of, there's 10 or 12 cars inside. They're stanchioned off. And then you have a staggered appointment time because not everybody can be there at the same time. And then you have a tour of the plant. So we got
to
we got to see the GM plant and how the car was actually built in Bowling Green, which was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you drive them beforehand? Like, before you sign up for the whole process
test drive
of getting
one?
a car? Like, do you test drive one and go on like?
So I
that kind of
did.
stuff?
So before I bought it, we did the racetrack there, and I raced one.
Like in the exact type of Corvette.
Exact type of car. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
Wow.
So I raced it there. That's why I really liked
cool.
it.
Yeah.
I was really into Porsches and, things like that. But, I sold all those. So now I'm on the American made. And then this week, everything went downhill.
This week? What'd you did?
I didn't do nothing. It's what happened. What done happened was...
Oh no!
Oh man!
What happened?
No, I think it was a defect in the car. So we've been seeing some leak in the bottom, and just kind of like, the chick that I am, like, it's just a little leak. Maybe it's because it's brand new. It's been a minute since I've bought a brand new car, right?
Yeah, it's been sitting.
Right, it's been sitting. Like, usually race cars are not meant to sit. They're meant to be driven.
Yeah,
Right.
They break when they sit.
Correct. So this time around, I've been driving it a lot, and it was good. And then once it's sat for a little bit, it starts to leak out. So I just thought, I've had Porsches before. That's happened. This one's totally different. So I took it to the dealership. Long story short, it needs a new transmission.
What?
Right.
But it's
under
being
warranty.
Covered. It's being covered.
Correct. It's like $20,000 to $25,000 to get a new transmission.
The
Yeah.
motor's got to come out. It's crazy, right?
It's like a whole, so
rear engine.
correct. So it's some kind of seal, and the seal is not correct, or was, I don't know,
man.
wrong.
You distracted them and when you were at the plant.
I know. I
When they
don't
were
know
making
what
it, you
done
shouldn't
twisted
have,
it.
you
I
shouldn't have
don't-
walked over by the robot. It probably got
Yeah.
distracted by it.
So I got to get a new transmission. That takes like 7 days to get here from Michigan. So that's coming. And then it takes like 2 days to put in. So yeah, cheers to my
New tranny.
$1,400 or 1,400 mile car, 1,400 miles on my car with a new tranny.
Ooh, new tranny.
Been through 2 trannies.
That must have been one hell of a 14-mile drive home to destroy a tranny
1,400.
that quick. Oh, but you might have destroyed it with how many bottles of booze were in the trunk of that thing?
17. I brought home a
17.
lot of loot. A lot of loot.
Yeah, did you check the
wasn't-
specs? Is it even able
Yeah,
to
it wasn't
handle
meant for that much towing.
booze?
Like, yeah, it was shoved in everywhere, literally everywhere. So it has a front trunk, which we called the frunk. It was all in the frunk.
The frunk was full of
The
booze.
frunk was full.
And then the passenger seat too? Or
No,
was
no,
Mark-
no one in the
That was
passenger.
Mark.
No.
Oh, you allowed Mark to
I
sit
allowed
there?
Mark to sit in it with me.
Did he have to sit some on his lap?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Did you put
That-
plastic down?
Nope. Nope. It was all like shoved in everywhere in the frunk and the trunk.
Because I know that car. I looked at. Isn't like the driver have all the amenities? Like the passenger doesn't get crap.
Passenger doesn't get
It has
shit.
nothing for him.
It's like all
Everything is turned.
It
towards
is
the
all
driver.
turned to the
It
driver.
cares crap about the passenger.
No.
Nope.
Passenger ain't got to touch anything.
So the passenger has
It
to.
gets a glove box.
Yeah, that's all. That's it.
Did you find a couple fifths in the glove box or no?
No.
Nothing fit in there?
You know what? The passenger doesn't even get a cup holder either.
What?
Right.
That car don't want no passenger.
It don't
Well,
want
the
no
cup
passenger.
holder is just adding weight. Like you wouldn't be as fast. With
It is.
two
You're
cup
right.
holders.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's what I came home with. Yeah, 17 bottles. And they were all kinds of different ones, from Bardstown. Like we learned a lot when we were there as far as, how much really all these different places mash up. It's like a mashup, right?
Yeah.
Like this one.
Right.
3 different states the bourbon came from, mash it up, see what happens. Yeah, but I don't we didn't realize how much Bardstown puts out.
Really.
Literally.
Yeah, you hear about them a lot.
Do you think that maybe you forgot a bottle of bourbon in the frunk and that's what's leaking? It's not tranny fruit.
not.
It's actually
Right.
bourbon. Like
It'd be like 140.
probably a good bottle of bourbon
140
too.
proof is dripping.
140 proof, right? No, I looked all through it. Nope, it's all splattered. That oil was all splattered on the back.
Oh.
The whole thing is sealed underneath. So when you get up under the car, you see nothing. You see no pipes. You see zero.
Oh,
It's
wow.
all encapsulated.
Yeah, aerodynamic.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it makes sense as to why the transmission is not just getting parted out. Like
Right.
it's one unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That unit screwed up, it
Yeah.
gets a new
A
unit.
lot of man hours.
I'm just glad it's under warranty. I'm mad
for
because it's brand new and I
Yeah.
need a new tranny. Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I've had a bunch of used fun cars, and this
I
is
never
the
had this issue, but
nope.
I don't know.
well,
I
it's the
guess all
first year
part
of
it.
that whole thing, so.
It ain't the first year. It's
Isn't
a
it
C8. It's been around a couple years. They should have this
I
all
think
worked
that
out.
rear engine, didn't you get the first year of the rear engine?
No,
Yeah, you got the first year. I think
no.
2022 had a rear engine.
I think so. I don't know. I don't think I got the rear.
Well, this reminds me of that time I had a custom Kia Sorento made for me, and I went and picked it up at the local park.
I
They
didn't know
actually
that there
delivered
was
it.
a.
I didn't.
Oh,
know-
yeah.
They make custom.
They
Kia
badged
Sorentos?
it. They badged
What?
my Kia Sorento and put it to the, took it to the park.
A
and
Lee Wallace
I did a
Kia
shopping
Sorento?
spree and a shopping spree at 7-Eleven with all the Schlitz malt liquor I could get, and I never broke the transmission once. 200,000
It's
miles.
meant-
Maybe next time I should get a Kia
Yeah.
and say screw it. Don't
Yeah.
get an American made.
No.
Go
Apparently
get
this
a
guy-
Korean. Isn't Kia Korean?
I think so.
I think that's what the K is for.
Kia Korean.
Yeah,
Kia
maybe.
Korean.
I-
It's easy
yeah.
to remember.
Maybe
This-
South Korean. 'cause I
This
don't
might
think-
be my last Corvette. I'll be real. I bought it because the whole reason why I was on the list is because my dad was too cheap.
I thought it was his when I first
Well,
seen
it was
this.
supposed to be his, but
See?
then he ended up getting his faster than me, and then my number came up, and my husband's like,
You can't say no when
I
they
can't.
call you.
You can't say no.
Exactly.
I mean, how can you say no to me?
you don't say no.
Can't say no to me.
No, you don't say no.
No.
Apparently,
So
you should have went with the Kia Sorento.
Yeah, you
apparently,
could have
I
bought
should-
all the
yeah.
Schlitz malt liquor you wanted.
The Walmart bourbon.
Yeah.
I could have bought all the Walmart bourbon.
I could have gone to Costco and loaded up on their
Yeah.
on their house bourbon.
Yeah, it probably would have been 30,000 miles.
Come on,
before
that
you had any
Kirkland's
issues.
brand is terrible.
It is terrible. You had that at the club. It was horrendous. Oh my god.
But you wonder where that Kirkland's came from. It's just like toilet paper, you know what I mean, or sugar. It all
is
comes
terrible.
from like Domino sugar.
Yeah.
But then everybody else just relabels it. So you wonder
Yeah.
where the Kirkland's
that
came
needs
from.
to be said because that is terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible. So anyway, I'm going to put this in my apple pie.
I am curious as
When
to
you
how
make
good
it-
that will taste.
when you make
And we
it,
need to have
invite
a
us.
slice of that pie.
Should I bake an apple pie for our next bourbon night?
Yep. We'll bring the Stellum over.
Okay.
I don't think you can go wrong.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone hates apple pie. Who out there hates apple pie? I don't think that even exists. That's
I've
No.
never met anybody. They're insane.
No. Yeah. So next bourbon night
Okay.
with everyone.
All right.
I'm going to bake an apple pie with bourbon in it.
sweet.
And maybe we should do like guess the bourbon that's inside.
Yes.
Yes.
Guess the diabetic in the room.
Well, cool.
No, well, I'm glad you
overall,
all
I like
invited
this.
me to this little soiree today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you,
No, yeah.
Overall, I like this a lot.
dude. I like this a lot.
I think
I'm going to put a little bit more water in mine and see what happens.
I do think without the water knocking it down, I think it's a totally different bourbon. I would sip this every night with water in it.
Yep, dude. This is a good. I hate to say dessert bourbon, but I mean it is it has all these different nuances that would be a good end of something or actually the beginning of something. But if this rye is amazing. Have you ever tried this though? Mm-mm. Oh my god, this is really good. The seagrass.
So for the next time we get together, let's bring on the stag.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I think
that
we
was
should
good.
do that.
140.
The 140
Okay.
single barrel stag that we had last Friday at the bourbon tasting at my house.
Perfect.
And then we'll do a little
Yeah, that was a
breakdown.
treat.
That was very much a treat.
Yeah.
Who's bringing the ice? Because that's gonna need it.
I'll bring the ice.
You're bringing the ice too.
Well, I have the pretty cubes. I'll
You got
bring them.
Oh, she's got the
Yeah,
cubes.
he doesn't have pretty
My cubes won't fit in this. We're gonna have to do like
Oh, I have seashell cubes.
we'll do that.
Yeah, what you don't have like some zero whatever like
No, I do
extra
zero water
filtered
my
upon
cubes, but
filtered
my zero
cubes
cubes
of-
will only fit in here.
cubes, extra filtered,
I only have 2 of these glasses.
extra.
My daughter makes if you give me some water to take home, I'll make special cubes
I'll give you a
with your water.
Ziploc of 0.
Oh my god.
I'll share a Ziploc of 0 with you.
And then I'll have Sid make us seashell cubes
Okay.
that we can just drop in there.
Perfect.
And I'll measure it if you want me to with like a dropper.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that? Do you want me to
know.
do that, or it's just
I
a
don't
very
know.
small
I
cube?
saw the size of cube I needed in that last time. I took a good size cube.
I don't
to
know.
fit.
I put like a smaller cube. I think
You
it
tried
just-
to fit like a Ice Age cube in my glass and it wouldn't go in.
Yeah,
but
Mark-
it really needed it.
I need to retool those.
Some of them. Yeah. Somehow he found a smaller one. That fit.
He has fat ones, small ones.
It's true,
Oh.
yeah, and I ended up having to get the small one to fit in your glass.
Of
That
course, you
was-
like the small one.
Typically.
Well, I looked at Lee and he's used to the bigger ones, so
Well, you know.
I wanted to give him the bigger one.
That's right.
But he
Didn't
couldn't
fit.
handle his
Didn't
glass.
fit.
He
couldn't
can handle the bigger one.
He can. His glass can't.
His glass can.
So I had to give him the small one.
It's an older glass.
It's been used
And abused.
and abused. It's
Well-
blown out.
Well, thanks for coming today.
Anytime.
It was awesome. It was an
Thank you.
experience, and we got to the best part is we got to drink some good bourbon.
Really good bourbon.
It was delicious. Thank you. I'm gonna put it in my apple pie, and I'll have you both over
Sweet.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Thank you.
anytime.